Hello. Um, I just wanted to make a short video and talk to you guys about stuff. It's almost Christmas time. Um, yeah. And Mark hasn't produced any videos yet as this month or this upcoming month, December. And yes, I'm holding his precious London shirt that he so generously gave me. Kind of, sort of, not really. He literally just took all his clothes that he said were his favorite and put them in a bag, clean or dirty, and threw them on the side of the road and said, okay, good luck, Coffee Cat, go find them. Just like everything else this year that he's given me. He's one of the reasons why I have his clothes is because he literally gave me a map and said, go find my stuff in LA, go wash it and redonate it. Because I am too lazy to do so. My movie is very long and hard to edit. And Lexian can only hope as much as possible. He hasn't been reaching out to a lot of people lately. He's barely had time to film and edit. He is literally the same weight as me. 180 LBS American. I'm not gonna say how much in kilograms because it's ridiculous. Mark's favorite clothes are 2XL. Which is what he likes to lounge around in at home. But this video is not supposed to be about Markiplier or Mark Fischbach in general. I don't like to start out videos talking about Mark in general. I know he's been on my mind lately, on Twitter a lot, on TikTok a lot, but right now we haven't been spending the holidays together. I invited him over for Thanksgiving. He didn't show up like usual, or if he did show up, I wasn't home, even though I was home all day long. He constantly switches his vehicles out. He talks about ADHD a lot, but I don't think he actually has ADHD. I think he just likes the medication that he's on. And I'm gonna have to set this shirt down because it's really kind of bothering me right now to be holding it, and it makes me nervous and everything that he is, along with talking about this shirt and how I got it or got my hands upon it. This shirt's been through a lot lately. It's been torn to pieces. It has tag resewn. It's still a little tattered here. And this is Mark's original vlog camera. It's not supposed to have a kangaroo on it. It originally only had the Tweety Bird. This was his favorite camera back when it first came out. He bought it probably want to say like 2004, 2003 maybe. His original vlogs were made on this camera. And someone else gave me his old camera. Now I may have paid a diamond gold ring and $80 for it. So about 180 bucks for this camera. At the time I was really starting to get into photography. Photos. And this camera, it's special. It's not the best. It's not the newest. But it was his, original. Just how it is. No cables, no nothing to it. Just the camera and the back. The Tweety Bird charm. He only recognized it when he saw it in one of another YouTuber's videos. This video camera, it's done a lot, but it hasn't done a lot for me lately. Neither has anything else. Still works and everything. Is it on? That's a camera flash, which is not good to do when you're using an iPhone or any type of cell phone in general in front of you. So I don't know if this will show up on camera very well, but I'll have to probably just put another video or something. Yeah, the contrast on this phone I'm using isn't very good anyway. My kitchen's a little bit messy at the moment. So I don't know if you would be able to actually see. There is like a from the flash right there. But it's, yeah, there it is. And you'll probably notice in the video where it goes like different stuff, but yeah. So there is actually something there, but you wouldn't be able to notice it. I know who's there. I can see it clearly who's there. Let me just turn off this camera for a minute. So I'm sorry, but this is probably gonna affect the video again. I need the camera and other camera to be in frame. This video is like, yeah. Let me put this down. I love looking at my own camera that my brother gave to me, because it was his. But I need to put this down for right now. There is something actually in those photos that I'm not going to discuss right now. And a lot of people who don't believe in ghosts or not ghosts or anything, you really wouldn't understand what I'm talking about in the photos right now. But the reason why I'm actually filming this, I just wanted to say that me growing up across the street from Mark Fischbach, before he became famous and everything, it was just a different experience. And he didn't grow up with the best of family. He literally was an adopted child. There's just not much I can tell you about him that he does not want me to talk about. That's why these videos are kind of like boring, and I can't really get to doing what I used to do, like making stuff, sewing, crocheting, drawing. I can't do much of anything anymore. And like even like my dog's broken right now. Like the same day Mark called me and he said he fell on a banana peel, like I was like holding my dog and I stepped on my skateboard, and my dog kind of got a little hurt, but it's not like it's something I can go take care of right now. I just can't. I don't financially have the funds to, and even if I was to set up a PayPal or a GoFundMe, no one would give me money to go take care of that. So Mark usually would donate his OnlyFans but he hasn't even updated OnlyFans in the longest of this entire year. I think he forgot how to log into it, and I also think he also forgot how to log into other accounts currently. Before Meisker moved, he took me to go pick out my glasses. So I actually did not pick out these frames myself. Yes, that's what I look like with my glasses on. Yay! But yeah, these are actually frames that he picked out for me. And the suit I built, I didn't have the chance to build it myself. A lot of my other friends helped me build Mark's suit. That's why it's not right. If it was up to me to build it myself, it would have been a balaclava base. Instead, it's oversized. The feet are not completely finished. The tail was made for a different suit. The eyes are not the right color for his suit. And he basically wanted to kind of borrow someone else's design, not his actual design, which he forgot to send me, so he based it off my color variation of my original suit, coffee, which doesn't fit properly and I need to take apart and add stuffing to. And the material I used for his suit that he wants me to wear, but doesn't want to acknowledge me wearing it or having other people help build it, which is a whole nother process that we didn't film. This video is going to be pretty long. There's no cuts in it. I have to take it off this iPhone and airdrop it to the other iPhone 8 that Mark did not supply me with any new phones. Like the one that he gave me when I got hurt on March 3rd. He gave me a phone then. He never replaced the watch I lost. He never replaced the Android I broke or the 1 terabyte SD card I lost with all my footage and videos and photos or anything. We still haven't gotten a passport done yet, and I too also don't remember any of my login passwords for anything, barely. Writing them down has not been the best of luck. His Korean, Markiplier's Koreans, he still doesn't know how to write in it very well and or read it very well. His translations, they're getting there. Mine are just as the same. Unfortunately, North Korean is a lot different because some of the words are not translatable in the Korean language. Because we borrow our Korean from Asia and Taiwan. It's not the same. Things are just a lot different. Now, I don't know how to tell you who I'm supposed to be because I don't remember who I'm supposed to be anyway. Half the time I'm usually not myself. And I'm on my mental health medication, Wellbutrin. I take it every day. It's supposed to help with depression. It's to help you basically quit drinking. It's safe for people who are over the age of 18, and safe for people who are 15 years of age. Now, I don't want to talk about like lots of depressional stuff and stuff like that, but yeah, I've just been suffering this entire year, trying to remember where I live. Doctors haven't been really helping me much. I haven't really been to much of anything lately. I even forget to film stuff when I take it apart, just like trying to fix it. Like right now, I currently have like this shark robot thing sitting on my work table, is just destroyed with artwork right now. And I can't describe what's going on. It's literally just a mess. Like, since March 3rd of 2023, I fell down. My right side of my brain has not been properly working. I broke the wall heater. I put a screw in the wall to fix the wall heater. Wall heater's turned off because I don't feel it's safe, even though it's safe. I'm just gonna like have to stop talking right now because I don't know what I want to really talk about. This is just another weird rant or something. And Bunny lost this hat, and I forgot to send it back to her when I sent her some P.O. Box mail, probably back in Halloween. I've literally been just probably running around crazy and not filming anything, scavenging or hunting for lost stuff this entire year. Like Mark's hat. Well, no, yes, Mark's hat. It's on my head. This hat from Bunny. This hat from MySkerm. This one came from Omar. And this one, well, we already know where this came from. This came from Spellbound Studios, or used to be known as High Five. And I got creative with it with Jackie's art kit, which I also forgot to film. Markiplier also lost this hat. I never got the scent out of it. It still smells. Kite Windsweep gave me... No, he didn't give me this hat. He lost it. He also lost a hat. Same with a lot of other things that a lot of other YouTubers lost. They kind of just threw him on the side of the road and left him there. For no reason this year. This year's been 100% craziness for everyone. Like, I don't even know what's even going on. Like, Mark's movie still is one of the most random things. I still have no idea why he has 90 footage of Terabyte movie, or why he ran around my neighborhood with only boxer briefs on. for a scene that wasn't filmed in the movie by accident. I guess he got too hot and he had to change a costume, and he was staying across the street. Even though he said his movie was filmed in Texas, which I can understand why he went to Texas to meet with Lexian, is to give him some of the footage because it's just too much for him to handle. But I don't even know what else to talk about or where to stop this video at, but I just know that my whole life's been a disaster this year, and I'm acting like D-Fizzy used to be. And none of you other YouTubers would remember like the past of YouTube and where it all began. Like, YouTube's come a very long way. YouTube's changed since 2015 and from 1999 when it first began. 1999, YouTube started up with just a few videos, a few home movies. One of the first videos was uploaded on dial-up internet. Then it kind of just fizzled out until it was re-picked up in 2005. When Me at the Zoo was one of the highest ranking videos, but not on my channel. My account was made when I first heard about Google Mail. Migrating from Outlook, or known as Hotmail, and Yahoo Flicks to Google Mail. And with Google Mail, we kind of started using YouTube as everything started being integrated into this one complete system of Google. No more Ask Jeeves, no more Bing, no more Yahoo, no more AOL search, or any random search to be exact. We all just rely on Google now. Now I know some people are like, oh, I need this, no, I need that, no this, no that. But yeah, so when YouTube in 2015, 2005, we had challenges. And a lot of Mark's vlogs from like 6 to 8 years ago show off some of these challenges. There used to be like a saltine challenge, a water bottle challenge, ice bucket challenge. There used to be all these kinds of non-harmful challenges. And I guess one of the challenges that Mark put me up to this year was to find lost stuff from people I've been subscribed to for the longest of time. Some of the original people. Because he says it's unfair that I never got my most viewed video award from Society Awards back in the day when I deserved it. Now I may not have live stream anymore unless it's on like a computer console for just video gaming, which is what I used to do. I used to live stream my video game content, which was only saved on YouTube and not saved on Twitch. I know some of it's not good, and I know when I did try to go live like a couple of times using like this old selfie stick here, which I recently broke, and took the board out and sent it to someone else to reprogram and reuse. So this just, it's just an empty cavity. Button don't work. Does nothing. Like, I was gonna put a new battery on the board and just put it back together, but I'm glad it's gonna be reprogrammed and reused in a different person's household. I actually like to basically craft and crochet and try to fix electronics like everyone else does. But I also sew, but sometimes my handiwork isn't the best. My art's not the best either. I master everything to my level of skill and everything. So I know you won't be able to see this very well, but this is like sort of like a Markiplier. Now, he didn't ask me to do this. I did this on my own. It's like a 30-minute to 15-minute drawing, like what you'd get down at the pier. Now, it's not the best quality on this camera for the iPhone and everything, but it's something that I sometimes do. Now, my art skills kind of like just all over the place. It's not perfect. It's just all over the place. It's all over the spectrum. That's just how I am. Like even this drawing. It's not the best. It's over the spectrum. Down to me even writing and drawing little things here and there. I don't know what else to talk to you guys about or anything. But I can tell you right now, if Mark was going to call me, he'd probably say, "Why do you have an Unisonus backpack? Why did you get stickers? Especially Hihu stickers. And why did you make a shirt that glows in the dark with the Unisonus logo on it?" Which I haven't had time to wash yet. Let alone, like, my marriage fell apart. I never got to move out of this house. It's still torn up from when Markiplier came over, literally. Everything's just displaced. I even lost like a PCB board for my Shark vacuum. Like the battery plug. So I had to try and remake a battery plug for the battery itself, because Shark has done what's known as remove the right to repair. There is no PCB board for the battery plug-in on their website. And I would have repaired the original board, but I don't know where it went. So I'm trying to rebuild one off memory, and now I'm gonna have to go through and try to figure out how to make the battery work again. I don't even know where like the other connector piece went to it. It's probably laying around somewhere on my table or something. Like, I even have to try and figure out how to use this to reprogram an Apple Watch. And this is for like a Garmin watch at that, because I couldn't afford an iBus. Because Apple's like, oh, we don't give you the right to remove iCloud lock. Good luck with that, especially if you buy secondhand products. Good luck. Astigmatism, eye drops. Mark left his cigarette over here. He left his cigarette over here. So yeah, this goes to my Shark mop and vac WRS, and the prong part is what broke off of the original PCB board, and I had to salvage this off a light bulb. I took apart a light bulb so I could get the two prongs to try and fix this, which I could have just took this plug off, plugged it directly into here, and just used the battery like that. But who knows what the other two staples actually do, which literally they literally just look like two staples in the board. And this is a project board, by the way. This is a project board off Amazon. I would have went to PCBWay with the original board, but I misplaced it. And I didn't take a photo of it, and I forgot to film it. And this is what I have to deal with. I have to deal with having to use basically a hexagon, a Phillips head to basically a T9, just to take the Shark mop and vac apart just to get to one little PCB board, which is really easy to break. And going on their website looking for repair parts, they just don't offer it. I don't know why they don't offer it, they just don't. And then like even like Apple earbuds, they're just I've got like a pair of them just torn apart here, and a pair of cheap ones I got on Temu torn apart, just to try and see if I can swap the boards and make it a lot easier to use them. This is just a mess here. How about some deodorant? Since yeah, Mark forgets to use 48-hour deodorant. He He forgets. Maybe Degree should send him some deodorant or some other products so he doesn't have to use Old Spice or Dove, which doesn't work for people like me and him. And he would appreciate it if I use Crest, even though he overuses Crest whitening strips too much for his teeth to be extra white. He would like me to basically just sign off with me saying something in Korean, but I don't have the phone that he bought for me at the beginning of the year. And I don't have my other device handy because it's laying around here broken too. Like this was my Galaxy. My A03, not my S22 Ultra. Like I'm having to basically rely on older technology right now. An older camera that he owned. My Samsung live streaming camera is broken. It got thrown away in the process of Mark coming over to my house and trying to, I don't know what he was doing. He was just trying to help me find stuff so we could travel to Korea together, and in the process he threw out my documents and stuff like that, and my watch, my Samsung watch at that too. So everything's just either a torn up disaster or literally just like broken in pieces. And I can't find anything. Still, and he also broke one of my hard drives. And I've been trying to find a replacement header for my hard drive, and I just can't. This is like one of my old hard drives from 2005. It's literally broken on the ribbon cable that goes out to the reader. It literally got just like smooshed together. I don't know what he was doing, trying to take apart my computer or something. I don't know, but he literally just couldn't get it to work, and he just literally just smooshed it down, and he took it apart, and I guess he wasn't gentle enough with it, and he broke the little ribbon cable that runs right along here, along with like an iPod Touch. So I know you can't really see that very well. This iPhone doesn't really do much for me, especially since it's the 8. And he broke my S3 that I bought myself. The S3 like only survived like three falls before it kind of just like the frame cracked on the side and it busted open. I never took it in to get the Apple Care on it. I should have, but I didn't, because it's for the wrong carrier and everything. But this little ribbon cable right here runs across the header. I can't even find a new one of these header 16-pin parts. Like I've tried Googling the barcode here or getting the numbers off of the 16-pin. I can't find it nowhere. If I can't find it, it doesn't exist. Same with the Shark back power board. I can't locate it. It doesn't exist. And you have to reuse what you have or try to reproject it in a different way and reuse it. Somehow or other, I gotta figure out how this is going to connect to here and work. Make power and make floor clean. That's what Mark would say. He said, make vacuum work, make it clean floor. And I haven't even bought any internet this year. And like Mark's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's literally hotspotting off of his mobile device that he has, which he shouldn't be at all because he can actually afford the internet. Do you even know how many shipping containers he's probably gone through this entire year? I think he's probably gone through like 5 or 4, just trying to clear them out of old stuff. And yet, in the process of doing that, he's just forgotten what it is like to have family, friends, a sister you don't know, and a relationship that kind of fell apart when Auntie died. So did my father. They literally died the same day, probably of the same health problem. I never really talked about it or anything, but Mark's father and my father were kind of the same. They were both Korean military war soldiers and buddy like. Mark doesn't really like to talk about his father much, and me growing up barely knew my father. That's why Mark doesn't talk about Auntie too much. He barely knew her. He barely knows anyone on his Korean family side. He barely knows the North fish box. Auntie Hilda. Getting to know her this year. She was quite the woman. That's what I can say. She wishes that the South Fish Box would come visit, but North isn't the same as the South. It's not free. There's little to no internet service there. And you have to declare on what you're filming and what you have when you travel north. It's a privilege to be in North Korea there. It's a privilege, not a right. North has so many different rules and laws and everything. It's something like Mark's new fancy technology wouldn't work there. It would, but it would be basically detained at the border. Something like he gave me would be allowed. Even like the old 5C iPhone that I've had to literally carry around this entire year that would be approved to be there, because there is no front-facing camera. And the reason why is because it literally came from North Korea. So as many times as Mark keeps trying to make the front-facing camera work on my old 5C, it'll never work. It was programmed that way. I would go show it to you, but it's probably just misplaced around my house somewhere. I recently upgraded to the iPhone 8, which looks identical to the SE3. There's nothing else I can talk about. This video is probably gonna be like an hour long or something. It's like one of Mark's old live streams that he does, and I know he wants to add more stuff to his new VODs channel, but it's like there's already a VODs fan channel out there that has just as many views as all his other channels. And you should know me by now. I always end things off with good luck and best wishes, because I don't know when it's going to be my next video. I don't know when it's going to be my last video. It's a video of some sort. I know it's not very interesting, and I know it's just a rant, or me just sitting here talking, or just complaining about something, or I end up deleting something on the channel and I forget to save it somewhere, and I can't find it or locate it because it was on something else that I either lost or got thrown away or misplaced or can't access, like my old hard drive. Mark wants me to find Smiley Face and re-upload it. It's lost on the hard drive that he broke. And I can't replace this. I tried to buy like another hard drive with this part in it, exactly. The header and the 16-pin cable. And it never got shipped. I had the hardest of time finding it on eBay. And I've already tried to play, maybe swap this around to swap that around to get it to work, and it's like, no. And working on ribbon cables is over what I know how to work on. Like, I can do soldering all day long, but when it comes to doing something that is a heat-related ribbon cable, I'm just not that talented in doing something like that. I've tried, and I failed to do that. I just wish it was simpler to just have these parts made for the right to repair. That's all I can really complain about, is things are not available for the right to repair. Still, an older technology on newer technology, it's just not there. And I kind of wish that Mark would have taken that FNAF movie job. I would have loved to have seen him as lead security guard. And if you see those tally marks on MatPat's video, take out a guitar or even a piano. It doesn't matter which key you do it in. It's gonna be EGBDF at the beat of 4 or FACE at the beat of 4. It's that song that Foxy hums in the movie. It's as close enough as Scott could remember it. I would play it on my guitar, but a lot of my chords on my guitar are wrong because they're set up for bass, and the one I did have that I could actually play the correct notes on, it kind of got donated to a homeless person via Mark himself. But anyway, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm just gonna end it here, I guess. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.